Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I will be doing my full face foundation routine plus contour and highlight. And I recently went on like a drugstore shopping spree and I bought a whole bunch of, new products and I am just obsessing over them right now and I've been using them every single day. So this has been like my daily routine for like the past 2 weeks now. I have been obsessing over my primer by Maybelline, my setting spray by Loreal, my foundation, oh my gosh, I just keep dropping everything. My foundation by Loreal, and last but not least, my favorite concealer ever, which is the Maybelline New York Concealer in the number 10, and this is amazing. I love like the applicator part. Like I think that's my favorite part, just like the way to put it on and stuff. Like I don't have to pump it on my hands and like apply it with my fingers. It's very neat and I could create like perfect triangles underneath my eyes and all I have to do is blend and it's not messy. So yeah, I have just been loving everything. I really don't want this video to turn into a review though, but okay, I also wanted to mention this before like we get started. I also threw in a few of my oldies, like my contour stick here that I haven't used in ages, and I recently just started using it again and it's been working wonders, just like how it used to. But you know, like you kind of start buying new things and you forget about your old ones, even though they were like so great, and now I'm starting to remember how great it used to be. Okay, so I think I've rambled on enough. If you guys are interested in the products that I used, I will be sure to list them all down below so you guys could check it out there. Thank you guys so much for watching and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is prime your face, and here I am using my Maybelline Blur+Smooth primer. I started off by dotting it on my face, and after that I just blended it out with my fingers. Next, take your foundation and apply it on the same way as your primer by dotting it all over your face. You really don't need too much of this product. A little bit goes a long way, and if you guys really don't know how much to use, start off by a little bit and just slowly build it up. To blend it all out, I will be using my beauty blender. I really don't know what I would do without this thing. It is absolutely amazing and it always makes me look flawless without making me look cakey at all, since it does take away the excess foundation. To highlight and conceal, I will be taking my Maybelline New York Concealer in the shade 10, and all I'm doing is creating two little triangles underneath my eyes, and this will really help to brighten up that area. Also, don't mind me looking off to the side because that is where I placed my mirror. Don't forget to apply this onto the bridge of your nose as well as your chin and a little bit on your forehead area. To blend this out, I will be using my beauty blender once again, and it always does a great job at blending out my concealer as well as my highlight and my contour, but I don't really like using it to blend out my contour since it has all of these lighter colors on it already. To contour, I will be taking my Maybelline foundation stick in the shade 340, and I'm going to be making little small streaks on to the temples of my forehead, and I'm also bringing it down to the bridge of my nose and making little markings on the hollows of my cheek, not bringing it too far in because it can start to look a little messy. To blend it all out, I will be taking my eBay blending brush and I am just moving it all around in circular motions, and I'm bringing it down to my cheeks, swiping the brush back and forth, and then for my nose I will be using a smaller brush, and it is the e.l.f. concealer brush. For my nose, I will be sweeping my brush back and forth down the bridge of my nose, making sure not to blend it out sideways because it can actually make your nose appear larger if you're gonna make the entire nose all dark and only have like the center part as your highlight. So be very careful when it comes to blending the nose. To set my highlight and basically bake my face, I will be using my Airspun translucent powder that I purchased from Walmart. I started off by applying the powder onto the center of my forehead, bringing it down to the bridge of my nose and basically all the spots that I highlighted. And if you guys see me blinking and looking really funny and funky, just know that I am doing this to prevent the powder from getting into my contact lenses. Once the powder gets into my eyes, I have no choice but to take out my contact lenses, which really sucks. So yeah, just don't mind me looking really funny. And you're just gonna wanna let this bake for about 5 minutes. And the term baking means to just let it sit on your face. And after that, just blend everything out using a large powder brush. And then to make my contour look more prominent, I will be going in with my e.l.f. contour and blush palette, and I will just be applying it onto the spots where I basically contoured. And then for the hollows of my cheek, I will be squeezing my brush, making it slimmer so that the powder doesn't get all over the place. Instead, it'll create a nice sharp line. To set my entire face and basically get all the spots that didn't get any powder, I will be going in with my Chick Luminosity Glow Powder by SONIA KASHUK, and I will be using a large powder brush to softly just dab it all over. I don't want to mess anything up, so that is why I am using really soft and gentle movements on my face. For my blush, I will be using my Revlon Classy Coral and using a blush brush to apply this. And I know that I look really funny once again, like making this face, but this is the best way to bring out the apples in my cheeks, and it's the best way for me to apply blush. And then to highlight the apples of my cheeks, I will be taking a shimmery white eyeshadow and using my ring finger to dab it on. You can also bring this down to your cupid's bow, as well as dab a little bit on the tip of your nose, but this is definitely optional. I just love to look like I'm glowing, so I highlight everything that I can. And then once you are done with everything, go ahead and spray on any of the setting sprays that you guys may have. And if you don't have one, no worries. I'm sure that your makeup is still gonna look fabulous and last all day long. And here is the final look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and if you have any requests, feel free to comment down below. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!